What's up, Magical Misfits? Drew here, and today I want to talk about auras and aura photography. So first, what is the aura? So one definition is the distinctive atmosphere or quality that seems to surround and be generated by a person, thing, or place. And another definition is a supposed emanation surrounding the body of a living creature, viewed by mystics, spiritualists, and some practitioners of complementary medicine as the essence of the individual, and allegedly discernible by people with special sensibilities. So this idea of the aura was actually popularized by Charles Webster Leadbeater in the 1900s after spending time in India. And he was a member of the Mystic Theosophical Society and a former priest of the Church of England. So there have been many attempts to film the aura and have photographic evidence dating back as far as like 1890. But the method that most people are going to be familiar with, the Kirlian, I can't pronounce it properly, but this method was developed in 1939. And essentially what happens is you lay an object directly on photo paper and you expose it to a high voltage, and then you are left with this glowing outline of the image. Now, this has been debunked as it just being a photograph of the moisture around the object, because as we know, any living thing that would have an aura would also be made up of a lot of water. There are also modern aura imaging cameras that were developed in 1992. The claim here is that the software uses biofeedback data to reveal the aura. Now, of course, none of this is scientifically proven. And actually, if you believe in auras, the mainstream scientific attitude is that you're crazy. They chalk this idea of the aura and people being able to see it up to illusion or hallucination. So there you go. Obviously, I'm crazy, but we already knew that. So my own personal experiences. I took a class years and years, so long ago, where we learned about chakras and we learned about the aura, and we actually learned how to try to be able to view the aura. And the method that was taught in that class worked for me. It has worked every time I have tried. And I have seen people's auras. I've done it with my children. They saw them too when they were little, when they were in grade school. If you're curious, the method was essentially to stand against a stark wall. Typically a lighter color is better, like a pale blue or a white, something of that nature, that the color can stand out against. Again, a pale color is better. And then you have someone stand there and you stare at them, but you stare kind of askew of them. It's like, for instance, you would stare at their ear, stare at the tip of their ear, and let your eyes relax, go a little bit out of focus. And I personally start to see their aura. I'm sure there are many methods for doing this. That's just the one that I use, the one that I know. So yes, obviously I believe in auras, and I believe that I have seen them. Having said that, when I worked in that metaphysical shop, that witchy shop, Compass Rose, we would have these little miniature mind, body, spirit festivals, and we'd have vendors come in and readers and just all kinds of stuff come in and set up in this little strip mall where the shop was. And one of the ladies that always came was a beautiful, wonderful woman. I'm not going to name her name because I don't know that she'd want me to, but she did aura photography, and I looked forward to it every time. I love getting my aura photographed. Now, maybe I loved it so much because of her, because she was amazing. And not only did she photograph you, but she sat with you afterward and gave an intuitive reading based on your picture, your aura, which is awesome. So starting in August of 2008 and going all the way to July 2012, I got at least one photo taken a year. So the way that hers works is you would sit, there's a black curtain behind you, and there's these two plates that look like hands that you put your hands on, and you just sit there for several minutes. And then a photo is taken and a printout pops out of the printer, the machine that she's got. And on the printout, you have this little representation of a human, and then the color, it states the color of the aura. So this one says B all the way around to here, and then it says W, blue and white. And basically, blue means peaceful and contemplative, and white means spiritually motivated. This is from August 6, 2008. I don't know, I can't, because there's a glare. So this is my photo. You can see I look a bit different, but you can see my aura. I'm trying not to get the glare. And I think this is the one where she talked about there being a guide coming in here. And then on the back here for hers, it says like left side is the future, center is your experience, and then the right side is the expression. The color on the left side is normally the vibration coming into your being. The color it is to you, the closer it is to you, the sooner it will be felt. A few moments, an hour, or as long as a few months. Okay, and then it has my individual just for this. Okay, so the center. The color seen over your head is what you experience for yourself now. It is the color that would best describe you. It is the color, if the color is high, it could mean aspirations or what you wish to be with relations to how close it is to your being. And then again, it's my own personal breakdown. And then on the right side is expression. The color on the right side is traditionally the energy being expressed, the vibrational frequency most likely seen or felt by others around you. Many times your friends will think this, the energy that you are made up of. They'll think that this is what you are. However, it is what you are putting out into the world. It's what you want everybody to know about you. And then there's a sheet that breaks down the different colors. So for instance, my right side was blue. So it was the depth of feeling, peace, love, loyalty, truth, trust, dedication, tranquility. I mean, on and on and on. So you can look into the meaning of the color of your aura, but also like the different parts and what that represents and what that means. My next one was May 30th of 2009, and it's kind of hard to, like, yeah, okay, it's picking up pretty good. Okay, so it's just violet. Violet, violet, violet all the way around. And violet is mystical and unifying. August 8th of the same year, my aura is exactly the same. I mean, almost exactly the same. It's violet all the way around. Again, mystical and unifying. And then it kind of changes drastically. We have July 12th of 2010. And yeah, you can see there's a lot going on in there. But it basically said violet all the way around again, because at the core, like, even though there is all this yellow and there's some green and there's red, it's violet all against my body. And still, when we go to July 11th, 2011, a full year later, we're still in this sort of, the green has mostly gone and the red has come in some more. I think that's the violet bleeding into the purple, really, to the yellow, really. And again, it just says violet all the way around, because the closest to me touching me is violet. It's just a few months later. Oh, that was June. My bad. My bad, that was June, not July. But 2 months later, in August, it's the same. It's basically the same, of 2011. I just didn't care. Whenever she came, I got a picture. Not only am I giving her money, I'm getting to spend time with her, and it was just really enjoyable for me. So this is the last one I got, June 9th, 2012. This is almost a year after my mother's death. And you can tell by the look on my face. Okay, so like there's this one that was June of 2011, and I'm smiling. And then you've got August of 2011, I'm not smiling so much. And my aura has changed a bit. There's this white piece over me that was real dark in the June and has lightened up in the August. This was 2 months after my mother's death. So that's probably another reason why I went ahead and got one right then, because my mother had just died and I just probably wanted to see what was going on with my aura. But then, yeah, this is the last one that I got, June of 2012. Because I stopped working at the store in November of 2012. In November of 2012. So, no more aura photos. But really fun. I mean, I could sit here and go through all of them with you, but I think that'd be boring for you. But if you have a chance to get your aura photo taken, I highly recommend it. I'm sure there are experiences that won't be as good as others, depending on the photographer themselves and how they do it. I have seen ones that their setup is very simplified, and you basically just get the Polaroid. You don't get anything else. Charging a lot more than, she charged $20, 25, something like that. I think it was 20 for that, which maybe she charged me 20 because I worked at the shop and other people were charged 25. I don't remember, but still, for what we got out of it, again, all the printout and the information and the reading with her afterward was so worth it. But as I've said, I have seen ones where you just get the Polaroid for 20. So I guess try to look at what it is you're going to be getting out of it. But I think it's fun. It's interesting. And I'm really glad that I participated. And I hope to one day again be able to get more photos taken and have good experiences while doing so. Basically, that's it, guys. I am one of those wacky people who believe in all kinds of things that are not scientifically proven, and auras is one of them. So thanks for listening, and until next time, much love and gratitude.